All right, hello everyone. I'm the Joker, aka Aaron. I'm with my co-host today, Neila. Gamer tag is also Hyso6. I don't know how you want to explain that, but it's both
That
your
works.
it's your whole name put together. Um,
It's literally.
um, this
Oh
th-
my god.
this is our new podcast. It's called Chiwinnies.
Yeah, bro.
Chiwinnies.
The Chiwinnies
The
podcast.
Chiwinnies podcast. You only can find it on the Auroras Media Group YouTube channel. Um, that is my content team that I have created. I am the president and CEO of. That kind of really feels really good to say that I'm the president and CEO of something, but it's nothing yet. But it's something.
It's
Um,
not shit,
it's
but it's
not.
something.
Yeah, at least it's not shit. Yeah. Um, So yeah, we're the thing is we're actually 3 hours behind recording schedule. Do you
And a day.
and a day at least? Yeah, technically a whole day in 3 hours. Do you want to explain that?
Okay. I missed yesterday. It was not my fault. I put off getting the adapter that I need. Still didn't even end up getting that.
Yeah, you got a whole
Got
microphone.
a whole microphone. And then I slept in until 12 today when we were supposed to start. And then I said, give me a bit. And then it was 1:30 by the time I actually got on my computer and on Discord. And then I went to fucking Egypt to find a goddamn microphone for my computer.
In Egypt, she means Target.
Target and Best Buy, because
Uh,
Target didn't have shit.
yeah. So yeah, and the thing is, she got the HyperX microphone, which honestly, it's sounds really good. I mean, I'm not saying it's the world's greatest, nor is my microphone the world's greatest, but like for starting out, it's gonna help you a lot. I
I
can tell you
mean,
that.
yeah, working, so that's something.
Hmm. So basically, with this podcast, we're probably not gonna really do much besides just shit talk to each other and just rant. Um,
Yeah, I mean, that's
yeah,
all we really do with each other, anyways. So,
yeah. I mean,
like,
exactly. I mean, we just talk shit, gossip, anything relative to our conversation. We just talk about. So we're just gonna record it if we're just gonna do it in general. Um,
yeah.
Another thing is, so you got a new bedroom, didn't you?
I do. I have a new bedroom about fucking time.
Yeah.
Took 3 fucking months to move in here.
And the
It
thing,
took 3 months.
and it is, isn't it like a garage that you guys like re-renovated?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 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 a shed. The people that owned it before us had it as their shed, but
Okay.
we needed the extra room for my sister, so they like converted it into a mini house,
Okay, I got you.
like insulated walls and electricity, like perfect.
Nice.
And yeah, I've been waiting for this room for 6 years, and I finally got it. Like I really have. I've been waiting for it since we moved in and they made it a house.
Yeah.
I've been waiting.
I want to say I got my first bedroom alone that I remember. I was like sixth grade, so I would have been like, I don't know, like 10 or 11, maybe 12.
I think in sixth
But
grade you're like 11.
probably for some reason it's like that. Um, but that was just because my parents, they're like, oh, he's going into middle school, he's gonna need his own bedroom and all that. Plus, if he ever brings friends over, they're gonna need to play. I still was playing Legos until like seventh,
You still
eighth grade.
do.
I don't. I am 24 and I have my own money to buy my own Legos. I don't have to save birthday money or mom and dad buy me a Lego kit.
It's okay. I have Legos too. I have 2 sets over there. They're small,
I
but I still have fucking Legos.
I have a set that is worth almost $200. I have.
Holy shit! Is it the one Tara got you or something?
Yes, the space station. It's like 150. There's still a couple that I still need to get. The space shuttle one, it's like almost $300, and the lunar lander is like $100. And the thing is, I want those really, really bad. But yeah, there's a difference. I don't now. I haven't sat and actually like physically played Legos and like set up battle scenes.
Yeah.
You know, like I used to do
between, like,
until
playing
like
with them and then setting them up.
Yeah, I was like physically playing with them until like middle school, like 6th or 7th grade, and then I found out what. Okay. And then I found out what. I still play. The reason why I stopped actually doing Legos and like playing with them and doing battle scenes is because I found out basically what Playboy magazine was, and I found out how to masturbate. So
not that fucking playing with Legos to masturbating pipeline.
That's
Jesus.
I honestly, that in video games has basically, you know, it put a slight hold to playing with Legos. Now I can buy Legos because I'm a grown adult and enjoy that.
I mean, yeah, that is true. So,
but yeah, Tara also said I could get my my Pokemon cards and my Funko Pops that I have at my parents' house that I have stored away. So I'm gonna get those back and put them all decorative. I'll probably put them behind me. I'm gonna rearrange some shelves and all that.
Honestly, are you gonna get some shelves, or are you just gonna like
stack them? The shelf that I have them currently on, or I only have my 2 Funko Pops that I got for my birthday here, but I got a shelf with all my Legos and all, like, basically my collective stuff, because I got pins from when I went to the College World Series. I got a pin. I got a College World Series baseball up there, and I got a PBR Pendleton whiskey pin when I went to bull riding. Plus I got a couple I got a buckle that my dad used to wear as a kid, and then I got a buckle that I actually got a couple buckles that Tara got me already up there, showing off though. But once in a while I'll basically switch out my belt buckle for one of those buckles and all that. But further on, I know we were talking about your bedroom. Let me tell you, at least you still live with your parents.
It's not the greatest. Okay. I mean, I'd rather live out on my own, but I can't afford it.
Okay. Let me get to that. So, live it on your own. Just there's just things like you can prepare yourself mentally and physically, like I can live on my own. I got this. But let me tell you, when we moved into our new apartment, okay, me and Tara were coming back from the Omaha area to where we are now. And we went from a $1,500 a month apartment to an like roughly $800 a month apartment. Now, that apartment that we were living in Omaha, we split 4 ways with our 2 roommates. So at that point, it was like $400, almost $200 a piece. Or for me, it was like $200 a week. So yeah, $400 a month, basically, for us. Which I loved. The apartment was awesome. I know you've seen videos, and we took.
It was a nice apartment.
Yeah. So now we moved here. Now this one, Tara found, and I know it's gonna sound like I'm blaming Tara a lot on this shit, but I'm not. Promise me. I am not. I'm
gonna tell her right now. I'm gonna text me like, Tara, you're Beyonce being a bitch.
No, so I'm not blaming her. at all. It's not her fault. This whole situation is not her fault. However,
Okay.
she found an apartment.
However.
She put the deposit and applications in, but we did not tour the apartment before we did that. Okay. So,
Okay.
big no right there. Okay, when you're looking for a place, you want to tour it. It's the I stress this enough. Okay, we went on 3 tours at 3 different places. Okay.
Okay.
If you get any house or apartment, go on a tour. Okay, this is for everyone listening, not just you, Neila, but take a tour. Do a walkthrough. I literally I knew the moment we got accepted and we didn't take a tour, I immediately started researching what are the things to look for. I was literally, as the people that own the place would unlock the door and like let us into the apartment, I immediately started getting like on my hands and knees and was crawling all over the floor because I was looking for anything just to fucking catch them. Okay, anything. Nothing happened. Except for, okay, there was a light that was kind of like off its mount that I fixed. There was some random ass nails and screws that I can just take care of. You know, nothing major.
Nothing extreme, yeah.
Okay. Moving on from that, we moved in May, and now we're in July. Okay, mid July, I said, "Hey, we have enough money saved up. Let's go get a bed frame because we broke her old bed frame in the Omaha area apartment."
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so we slept on just the mattress on the floor. Okay, mind you that this on this floor we were on the 2nd floor. Okay, now in this apartment that we live in right now, we're in the basement floor. Okay, so we decide that we want to clean the bedroom and get it ready for a bed frame, and we were going to go get a bed frame. We lift the mattress up from where it was laying so we can vacuum and get under it. I shit you not, and I have the pictures. I will post. I'm going to edit a picture of it, but there is a big mold stain on the floor about the size. I don't even know how to explain it. It's probably about almost a foot and a half, maybe 2 feet in diameter. It's massive.
Ew.
It turned basically that whole ring of the floor black. It ruined the bottom of the mattress. You know? And here's the thing. Me and Tara never spilt anything. Any sort of like water or liquid, you know. And the thing is, if we did, because I would admit I spilt water, but it was nowhere near that area. Okay. It was more towards the closet. I immediately soaked it up with the towel and I vacuumed it. Okay. I got the wet and the moisture off the floor. What they didn't tell us, that they clean the carpets like a day or 2 before we moved in, but they didn't tell us. Okay. Now I'm not complaining that they didn't vacuum and clean the carpets. I'm not complaining about that. But they didn't know it was dry. So when we put our mattress down, we stopped that water from being, the water that was on the floor from being washing the carpet. We stopped it from drying, basically. And basically that water just sat there for almost a month, 2 months, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? So we put emergency.
That's fucked that they didn't tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Because you think they'd want to be like, hey, by the way, we just cleaned the carpet.
Yeah.
Make sure it's dry before you place anything down on it.
Mm-hmm. So, moving on. That was on a Sunday. I put an emergency call in that day for them to come fix it. Or not really come fix it, come look at it. Okay? They didn't get back to us for 6 days. Then after like the 6th day of me like actually complaining and yelling at them over the phone. Now mind you that this isn't like a normal place that you can call up and talk to someone. You have to sit on hold and talk to some guy in literally India. You literally gotta, telephone Habib, across the world.
Okay.
So now that I gotta sit on the phone with Habib, that has no relation or any connection to the city that I live in, So they put in, like the work order, the different forms, and all that to get someone out here. Okay, day 6. So now we're on like Thursday. So we went from Sunday, first spotting it, to now Thursday. Okay. A guy came in, looked at it, took pictures, and left. Okay. Now a week later, a different guy came out, took pictures, and left. We're now in September. Today is the first day of September. We literally have been a month sleeping on a air mattress in the living room because they have not told us what they are doing. Now the second guy I respect. Okay, I immediately, as soon as he walked in, he knew the situation. He knew how to take care of it. The other people, I can't stand. They lost my respect because how either they're really stupid and they don't know how to handle the situation. 2, they just don't fucking talk to us. Okay. Right. Now guy number 2, who I really like, he said, "Oh, we must. I think I know what the problem is. It's because the seal from the parking lot to the foundation of the apartment is not sealed. So when it rains, which it's been fucking raining all of July and all of August, the water seeps down the foundation, from the parking lot outside, puddles underneath our floor." Okay. 2, in the living room, I'm not even talking about the living room. 2, there's like a pocket of water that gets made every time it rains in our living room, like in the wall. You can see the drywall like poke out like a bubble and touch it, and it's like jelly.
Oh my god, that's not
so
okay.
I know it's I know it's not okay. It's unacceptable. Okay. Like the reason why we're sleeping out in the living room is so like we don't fucking breathe in the mold, because we're just that fucking scared. But anyway,
right, you may get sick. I watched my abuela get sick from it.
Yeah,
because before she moved down here, she had mold in her house that they were getting rid of. She was so sleeping in there, so it like made her sick.
Yeah. Now get this, guy number 2 says, "Is there any other mold that you guys know of?" Because in the other apartment next door, their mold is in the corner of their closet. And I looked at him and I'm like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Like they fucking know now.
There's no way that.
Yeah, and the thing now, the realtor, she was in the room with us as he said that, and she fucking glared at him like you weren't supposed to tell him, type of look. I fucking seen it too, and yeah. So the guy leaves. He says, "We'll get back to you when we talk to our contractor." Okay. It's been a month since that interaction with guy number 2. Okay. I'm not complaining about how long it took. I'm complaining on they're not talking to us and like trying to make the situation better. They're not communicating whatsoever. So that's what pisses me off. And then that slowly trickles down to piss me off that nothing's getting done. Okay. Now we got a bigger problem. And I'll probably get more into this as the situation goes on, but I really don't want to say anything just because if they watch this, I'm not gonna let them have the audacity to know what is going on. Okay?
Right.
But just decent, like basic customer service goes a long way. Okay? I can tell you that right now because that's what I fucking studied in college. That's what I did for work is literal fucking customer service. I know what the person wants. Okay? People come to you for a service. Okay?
Yep.
You should take the time and give them that service. Okay? I understand that we have to suck it up. We're there free. But if you don't make the interaction or the engagement with your customer like a better experience or a better situation overall, you're
They're not
going
gonna come back.
yeah, okay, you're going to lose 10 times out of 10. Okay, easily. Okay, I have saved cells and made situations better at the fucking basic retail customer service bullshit I did. Okay? I saved shit because I have good customer service skills. I have good people skills. Okay? It really takes a lot for me to get pissed off at someone. It honestly does. Okay? If I truly am pissed off at someone, you really did it to get me going. Okay, like this situation.
That is true because I've never seen you like actually like seriously mad. I think maybe like 2 times.
Oh, and
I've known you for like 6 years.
If I get pissed at little shit, but like I'm not like, oh, this is gonna ruin my entire fucking day type shit. But this,
I've never seen you like
yeah, like this, like anytime I think of this or I'm talking to any of these people, all I see is red. That's all I really do. I just see red. Okay. Now I really hope that they get the ball rolling on it because I'm letting everyone know right now I have leverage. Okay? And I will win this. Me and Tara will win hands down.
I'm rooting for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Like,
but
100%, I'm behind your back.
I know I got backup. Like I have support. My support team roster is deep. Okay, on this, but I have leverage.
Okay.
Okay. But
I'm gonna have to find out later what. I have to find out later what this leverage is.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So let's talk. You wanted to talk about your job. So how's your job? Like, is it as heated as my situation is? By the way, you probably don't. I wouldn't recommend saying where you work though, too, or where you live.
Well, I won't say where I live, but I'll say the place I work. I just won't say names.
Okay. That's on you.
Okay, actually no.
This is all.
I work at a beauty supply.
Okay,
you can interpret that how you want.
That's better.
Okay, so when I was still working, can I say the first? Yeah, I can say the first job I worked at because I don't fucking work there anymore.
You don't?
And there's multiple.
Oh wait. Not
the one before.
The one before. Okay, I'm caught up now.
I can say that one because I don't work there before, and there's multiple.
Yes, you can go on and say that because you don't have no connection.
I worked. My very first job was at Bob Evans Restaurants. Okay, and if you don't know what it is, it's mainly a breakfast place, but they have like it's an all-day breakfast place, but it's also lunch and dinner. It's like Denny's or IHOP, basically. So, that was my very first job. And I started as a host. And if you don't know what that is, you like greet people and seat them and like do all that shit. I also did carry out and was a cashier. I did all of that majority of the days by myself after I graduated. because I could work mornings and I wasn't a minor. So I worked 5 days a week. 3 of those days were just me as a host by myself. And let me tell you, these old motherfucking people love their breakfast.
Oh,
They
I know.
all
You don't have to tell me.
come in, okay? It's either old people or people that are coming from their job and need something quick.
Yeah.
Or they're here to have like a business meeting. We had a lot of business meetings. People also
I
love to bring fucking big ass parties.
I love the fact that
was
people conduct business at Bob Evans, though.
Fuck Bob Evans. But we had a party one time, and it was supposed to be 15. All right?
Okay.
We were mad about it, but like, well, it's not super big. 2 of us can take it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So then, it goes from 15 to 18. And then 10 minutes later, it goes from 18 to 22 fucking people.
Jesus Christ.
We had the whole back of the restaurant filled with one giant table.
You're joking.
And we couldn't see anyone else. We could not let anyone else sit because of that big ass table, okay? Because when you put in an order, especially if it's during a weekday,
mm-hmm.
there's 1 or 2 cooks.
Yeah.
There's only 1 or 2. And if there's 2, that normally means they're training.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're normally not super busy during the weekday mornings that we need multiple cooks, okay?
Yeah.
The managers have to go back there.
Hang on, you're kind of cutting out a little bit. All right.
Yeah, my computer just shit on itself.
Did it? All right.
Okay,
all right, restart.
So if there's a big party or a lot of like tickets, the managers will go back there and help because that's their fucking job. They have to. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that big table, people are coming in, getting mad at me because they can't sit. Whatever. Fuck you. Go somewhere else. I do not care about your business. I don't get paid enough to fucking deal with your bullshit, okay? Mind you, I'm making $10 an hour. And I'm also the lowest paid host. And by then I had already been there for a fucking year.
Damn.
Every single host, even the ones that got hired directly after me, got hired for 11. I was still at 10.
Yeah.
So, the time I found that out before Thanksgiving time, I wanted to quit. I was looking for jobs, applying for places. No one was like responding back, okay? Because the only places that want experience like that is other restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to work at another restaurant ever again.
Yeah.
So I just wouldn't apply for restaurants, even though I probably should go back to one because the money was good when I was serving.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a whole nother rant, okay? I'm supposed to be talking about my current job, but I'm talking about my old job. But it's a whole pipeline. I have to.
Hey,
it's a fucking story.
Just go on with it.
It's giving us content.
I mean, it really is.
So, let's see, where was I at? So by Thanksgiving, I was applying to like multiple places. I probably applied to 20 and up, like 20 plus places, looking for a new job.
Mm-hmm.
So, the job I currently work for, the beauty supply store, I applied to the one that's on the other side of town.
Okay.
Interview. And on my application, it stated very clearly that I wasn't going to be able to start until after Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks after Thanksgiving, so I could put in my 2 weeks and have those final 2 weeks. So I get there, and I have the interview. The lady, she's okay. She's like, you could kind of tell she has an attitude most of the time, but she was nice enough to me that it didn't bother me any.
Mm-hmm.
But I was also going to start school 2 months later.
Yeah.
So I was telling her, I was like, hey, my school schedule is from 5:30 to 10 at night. I cannot work past 5. And she was like, okay, well, here we have a set schedule. People work block shift. And it's like, what fucking business does it like that? That
Mm-hmm.
they make their people work certain days and certain hours like that, other than like actually having a schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling her I can't work past 5:30. I told her 3 times already. Or I can't work past 5. And she was like, okay, well, on Mondays, you're going to have to work until 6:15. Lady, I just fucking told you.
Yeah.
Like, I can work that hours until I start school.
Mm-hmm.
But after I start school, I cannot. And she was just telling me, like, what days I would have to work what, and then none of it was working out. So at the end of the interview, she was like, I'm going to email you your, like, application thingy, and you can, like, fill it out, and it'll basically get you started to get hired. I didn't ever get the email, and I was actually happy about it, okay? So, I stayed at Bob Evans for 6 more months. So I was there for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no. Actually, yeah, I was there for a year and a half. It was a year in March. So I
Yeah.
wasn't there yet for a year, but I was close enough. I had the most experience. I was there the longest. Every host before me quit. If that tells you anything.
Yeah.
So, in January... Was it? No, it was after Thanksgiving. The old general manager got into some serious, like, serious, like, things that she didn't need to get
Accusations.
into ever. Yeah, that word. She got... They were bad, okay? I'm not going to go into detail on that because I still don't even know the full story. I know bits and pieces.
Maybe we'll save it for
So,
another episode. You can do your tell-all.
fucking save it.
Yeah, because
So,
we'll have an episode just dedicated to tell-alls. I know.
yeah. So, I wanted to become a server, okay? Because I had already been serving, basically, because I would help the servers, like, bring out food and, like, carry trays and stuff. So I already know how to do all that. I could balance a whole tray filled with stuff and an extra plate or two.
See, that's something I
So,
could never do. Yeah, when I worked
I
in
have to
food.
do it. I have to pick it up with this hand, but I have to transfer it to this hand.
Yeah.
It's weird. But I wanted to become a server. And everyone knew. Everyone was like, why don't they cross train you? You should be a server. You're really good at it. And I was like, I know, but they just won't do it. So one of the girls I work with, should I say her name? Actually, yeah, I'll say her name. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Her name's Reagan. Love her. No one's gonna find fucking Reagan. I don't even have her on anything but Snapchat, and no one's gonna get her Snapchat from me. So, Reagan goes back to the manager. And she's like, why won't you cross-train Neila? She obviously wants to. And I'm sitting at the front. I think, what was I doing? What was I doing? I think I was finishing a carry-out order. I was doing that. And then she tells Reagan, the reason why she won't cross-train me is because I need to step up as a fucking host.
Damn.
I was there for 8 months by that, or like 10 months by that time, okay? I don't even know when it was. So then Reagan comes up, and she tells me that, and she was like, that's fucking lie, because you're literally the best host we have. And I was like, I fucking know. Literally, everyone tells me that. But apparently I'm not good enough to become a server. So then, the manager quit. Because she was supposed to get fired for the stuff that she did.
Yeah.
But she quit before they could do that. So that way it wasn't on her record or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So then, the assistant manager tells me, like literally a week after the manager quits, that she's going to cross-train me to become a server.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, yay, about fucking time. And I was excited. Like, I was actually excited about it. I didn't get any serving shifts until 4 months later.
Damn.
And the reason was, we need you have as a host. We don't have anyone to work mornings. Reagan wanted to host, but they made her a server. But whatever. I would serve on the weekends. We worked that out. I was like, okay, well, can I serve on the weekends since you have enough hosts that can work weekends? Because all the hosts were still in school or like minors. This was still in school time when this happened.
Okay.
Because I quit before summer. So she was like, okay, you can serve on the weekends and then host during the week. And I was like, perfect, that works for me. So I was doing hosting 3 days a week, serving 2. And I liked it. And then we got another host. And I was like, okay, well, now that we have another host, can I serve during the weeks? And she was like, yeah, you want to do that? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, what days do you want to serve? I think I serve Tuesdays, but I also serve on the weekends. So hosting 2 days a week now, serving 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then my schedule, okay, so when you're a server, you only get paid like, I don't know, like $2 or something because of tips.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was getting 10 as a host. So my paychecks were cut in like half. But I always had cash. I always had money because I was serving.
Mm-hmm.
Like I literally got 2 $100 tips. And so I wasn't really too mad about it. But there would be days where I was the only server. And they were also conveniently the days that people decided to come into fucking Bob Evans, okay?
Yeah.
So, there was one day where I was serving from 8 in the morning to 4 p.m. So, and by that time, they had another host come in, and I was like, Courtney, can I please be done? I cannot do this any longer. Because I had gotten the shitty people, the people that were mad at me because I was taking too long. Sorry, there's like fucking 12 other tables, lady. I don't know what you want from me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, Courtney, I'm actually going to cry. So then we had a regular come in. And she's normally super nice, okay? But I was telling her how we didn't have any scooped butter. Like, we had no regular butter, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't like the little butter packets. So then I was like, okay, let me see what I can do. Let me see if we have any. So then I brought her out her biscuits. And she was like, in a really rude tone, she was like, where's the butter? So then I fucking stormed off. I said, I'm not fucking doing this, okay? Like, that's what sent me over the edge. This is her saying, where's the fucking butter with an attitude. So I said, I'm not fucking doing this. And I slammed the door to go into the back of the back of the restaurant. And they were like, what the fuck happened? Like, what the hell? And I literally went into the cooler because I was about to fucking cry. I sat in there for 5 minutes and they were looking for me. And I was like, I can't fucking do it. I need to go. Like, I need you to take over, Courtney, because you have 30 minutes until another server comes in, but I'm not taking another table.
Yeah. See, that's one thing
So
I never did. And when I served food, I never went to the cooler to, like, go, like, steam off. But I did go to the cooler because as I was working, the Red Sox won the World Series. So I went in the cooler just to fucking scream and just be happy. And, you know, so no, like, I was, like, respectful. Yeah. Another thing
I mean, that was the only time I ever went into the cooler to do that. Normally, I just went to the, like, okay, so when you go back, there's the back door straight down.
Mm-hmm.
And then next to it is dry stop, where we keep all the dry foods.
Yeah.
And then on the door, or on the wall that the back door's on, next to it's the cooler and the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you keep going down that hallway, there's, like, a little room, and it's the back room. Like, that's where we're supposed to go on our breaks, and, like, we put our drinks and our food back there and our stuff. So normally we would just go back there and just shit talk. Like, there were times where there was, like, 5 of us back there just talking shit. But it would only be when there was too many, like, people up front and there was nothing for us to do.
Yeah. Aiden...
So I never went into the freezer until that day, and I was like, I'm fucking over it. I'm tired of this job. I'm tired of how I'm being fucking treated. I can't do it. But I still stayed. I stayed another 3 months. Okay.
Yeah. Aiden, he has a pretty popular video on TikTok where when he was working at McDonald's, someone ordered like 42 cheeseburgers or 42 like chicken sandwiches.
Fucking make me cry.
And he went to the cooler and just yelled, fuck. And has it all recorded.
You could just go to the back and be like, what the fuck?
And the thing is, he has it on video, and it's pretty popular on TikTok, though. Obviously, it's not as popular as my TikTok that has 300,000 views. But, yeah.
Bro,
I thought that was pretty cool when I went to a restaurant, and the people sitting behind us were watching my TikTok.
Really?
And I felt really uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, you told me this. I think you told me that.
I felt uncomfortable just because, like, I really hope they don't click my profile and go through my TikToks and see me, and then look over and physically see me, because like I start.
It would just
like,
it would be like this. It'd be like this. Watch. It'd be like this. Click. You. That's what it would fucking be like.
And the thing is, I slowly had like a mild, I wouldn't say a mild panic attack, but I slowly started getting paranoid where I was eating my food like right. I was eating my food really, really fast. And I was telling Tara, we need to leave. Okay. Like, let's get the check, tip them, and let's get the fuck out of here and go home.
Go.
Like, and it's like, it's not that I'm famous on TikTok, but that video was getting famous.
It was
quickly.
Trending because of what the time was. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the time I posted this was during the Ukraine, or I mean, we're still in the Ukraine crisis basically right now.
But it was like the very start of it.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, like hours the start of it, and now Omaha, Nebraska. Okay. Omaha, Nebraska is known for a lot of Air Force assistance.
Yeah.
Okay, they did the linebacker missions were based out of Omaha, which was Vietnam. George Bush went to go hide there during the 9/11 attacks. Just other things, like one of the Doomsday airplanes is located in Omaha, Nebraska. So the Air Force Base based out of Omaha sent a couple, I want to say not a tanker, but they sent a radar airplane, a couple I think, but these airplanes are designed to examine radiation and other stuff. They basically the nickname, what they call them, is called a nuke sniffer. You know, its job is to find nukes, okay, and or traces of like nuclear energy. Okay, that's its job. So I made a TikTok because I have an app that I can see airplane, like any aircraft that has its transmitter on. I can see on my app. Okay. Now, the funny thing is, you would think during a military operation, their transmitter wouldn't be on because you don't want, the enemies to spy on you. Okay. They would know. So I knew it was something like not that serious. Okay. It's obviously, a cloak and knife type of thing, or what do they call it? Smoke and mirrors. Yeah. Okay, it's something you see that's not the physical thing. Okay. That's what I personally believe. But anyway, I posted a picture of the article from the Omaha World Herald. Okay, reliable source. Okay. And then I showed a video of me zooming in on the airplane from my app.
Yeah.
Okay. Literally 8 seconds. The song I picked was trending at the time. Because of the whole situation going on, a lot of military, modern day military propaganda, like, got made during, like, I'm telling you, like, during that time frame, and it was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, you have.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, at 308,000 was the last time I checked. Yeah, that's the video right there.
308,000.5.
Yeah. So.
And then you have three others that have like a little bit.
Now it's up there. Okay. Now, Omaha itself has roughly under 1 million people living in that area. Okay, maybe a million people altogether if you include all the Omaha surrounding areas. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna pull up this. Now, in Omaha, or in Nebraska, there's 1.924 million people living there as of 2020. Okay, maybe a little bit more because it's 2022. Okay. So, almost a quarter, or yeah, basically a little over a quarter of the state of Nebraska watched my TikTok in scale wise. Okay, the you know that's like 3 big major football fields put together that watch that TikTok. Okay. Now, I obviously sit on a high horse and I call myself famous because of that. I think that's my greatest accomplishment ever of doing. Okay. That's like the most viewed thing I ever made ever. I also got tons of followers though too. And technically I can start making money off of live streams with TikTok, but the thing is TikTok takes 85% of revenue made from creators. So, fuck you, China. So I made that video and I slowly was like, I really hope people don't recognize me, because it's like, the thing is, I don't care that I get famous. I really don't. The thing is, it's not gonna change my personality. I can say that confidently. It's not. I don't know. It's just weird, that, because if I famous, like, yeah, I walk down the street, someone's gonna say hi, I'd be grateful for it, but like, it's just weird to think about,
Yeah.
and that's where I started like every like thought about that was like rushing through me, like in that restaurant, and I was like, we need to go. I need
You
to.
got nervous.
Yeah, and and the thing is, oh, how would you know he was watching your TikTok? Okay, 2, the song was spot on. 3, I would admit, I looked over my shoulder and looked at his phone, so and I saw my tit. So.
I mean, yeah, I would do that too if I thought it was my fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it, so.
So. Yeah. I honestly I loved it because, for one, it was something about Nebraska. Okay, I'm proud where I live. Okay, so I wanted to do something that was related to it, plus everything that was trending. So I did all that put together. As a result, that happened. So, like, just I honestly wasn't ready for something like that to blow up that fast, and that's how it was.
Right.
All right. So now that I completely cut you off, start from the cooler. You were just done with everything.
Okay. So, I was in the cooler. Actually, no. I called my ex.
Oh, yeah.
I called my ex and I was like, I'm fucking over this. I cannot do this anymore. I'm literally about to have a fucking mental breakdown. Like, I'm actually gonna start crying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm on the phone with him and he's like telling me to calm down, telling me it's okay. Like, you'll be okay. That's stupid. Just breathe. You're okay. And then they come back to the back looking for me and they're like, what happened? And I was like, give me a moment. So I like hung up on him and I was like telling him, I was like, the fucking regular, she's being a bitch to me. I can't do this anymore. I've been doing this by myself all fucking day. I'm tired. I need to go home. So then by then Courtney was like, okay. Didn't mean to say her name, but it's okay. Courtney was like, all right, you're done. I'll take over. The next server gets here in like 30 minutes to an hour. I don't remember which one it is. You're okay. Just do your stuff to leave and you can go home. And I was like, okay, thank God. So that happens. That's a whole thing. We get a new manager. He immediately starts to find shit to change. And doesn't take time to get used to us, like learn our names. Well, he learned our names, but he didn't like take time to get to know us or like see how we do things. He was just like, "You're not gonna do that anymore. You're gonna do this."
Mm-hmm.
So we had a bench, and so there's 2 sets of doors. There's a door And then there's like a little open room, like it's small, but it's big, and there's a bench in there so that other people can sit down. So the waiting room is extended, basically. So then he takes the bench out of there, drags it all the way to the window that is conveniently right next to behind the counters and the bathroom. So anytime people sit at that bench, they can see what we're doing behind the counters. And we were all like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, there was no need for you to move the bench. Now they're going to see behind the counters when they're not even supposed to, and they're right next to the bathroom. Who's going to want to be next to the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
So then we're all mad about that. And then he was like, I guess Courtney was telling me, she was like, yeah, he was like ripping me apart, telling me how I'm not doing a good job, how basically I suck at this and I suck at this. And I was like, what the fuck? Literally, our general manager quit on you and you're trying your best. Why is he like ripping you apart? Like, we were by ourselves for a month before we got a replacement manager, and he was only there for like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait. I don't know my timeline very well. All this happened at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
Okay, this is like January, February type shit.
Yes.
We got the replacement in January after Christmas time, and he stayed until the beginning of April.
Mm-hmm.
We got the new manager the middle of April. Like, officially got him. I quit in May.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like the whole storyline. It's like a fucking fever dream, okay? So we get the new manager. I don't like him because one, he's just really over the top and he's rude. And he says shit that's unnecessary to be said, like brings up stuff that doesn't need to be brought up. So I worked with him a couple times, hated working with him. He was the other manager that I hated. The other one was a fucking bitch. Wrote me up twice for my fucking septum piercing. The first time because I didn't put it up when she told me to, when I was literally handling food.
Wait, so how are you supposed to put it up?
Just, I can flip it up. God. But
that's weird.
I forgot to do it because the second I got there, we were busy. So I forgot to put it up.
Uh-huh.
So she told me to put it up, and I said, okay, give me a minute, after being like, whatever. Because it's unnecessary to bring up. I'm like halfway through my shift, and you're just now saying something.
Mm-hmm.
So then, she doesn't wait for me to come back. She goes to the back office, and she writes me up.
Mm-hmm.
And then, another day, I forgot to put it up again because it was a fucking Sunday. Already busy. And she just looks at me and goes straight to the back office. Doesn't even be like, hey, can you put this up real quick before you go out there? I would have been like, yeah, sorry, we were busy. Fuck, I forgot to put it up. Mm-hmm. She just goes to the back office and writes me up. And then pulls me back there to sign my fucking writing. Like, what the fuck are you on, lady?
Mm-hmm.
So, the day I quit Bob Evans, it was a Sunday. We had 2 new hosts, okay? Normally, or no, the new hosts are supposed to be put on the door. Okay? So by that time, I'm not serving on the weekends anymore. Actually, no, I'm serving Saturdays and serving during the week. So I only hosted like 1 or 2 days a week. It depended. But most Saturdays, they'd ask me to host. So even then, I was only working 3 days serving.
Mm-hmm.
So then, I'm hosting with, I'm just gonna say their names because it doesn't fucking matter. None of them work there anymore, anyways. So I'm working with Noah, Kenzie, and Alicia. Her name's Alicia. So, Alicia and Mackenzie are new. Mackenzie had been there for a month already. But I had already been there for a year. And Noah had already been there for almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
They put me and Noah on the door, and it's 2 new hosts on the busiest fucking thing we have. The new host, Alicia, she had only been there for 3 weeks. 3 fucking weeks, okay? So, we had a little break of people coming in. We were just getting carryouts. And Mackenzie was nowhere to be found, and Alicia wasn't there yet. So I was helping out carryout. And the new manager comes up. That bitch just spammed the fuck out of me. Sorry. This the new host or the manager comes up and he's like, I don't need you to be on carryout right now. I need you to be on the door. And I was like, okay, well, no one's coming in and carryout's backed up. And he goes, it doesn't matter. I didn't assign you to carry out. Go stand at the door. And I said,
Motherfucker.
I slammed you down. And I was already mad because one, why the fuck am I on the door? When and everyone was like, why are they putting you and Noah on the door instead of Mackenzie and Alicia? And I was like, I don't fucking know. Ask your new fucking boss. So I was already mad. So I slammed down the food and I said, okay, bet. And I stood at the door, waited. No one was coming in. So I went back behind the counter and I just stood there. I didn't do shit. And I told Noah when he got there, I was like, Noah, don't go near carryout because we're not allowed to. And he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, the manager said we're not allowed to be on the carryout. So when they get busy, we're not going to help them. So then I was already pissed off because of that whole thing. And the new managers kept saying shit, kept going, like just kept like fucking picking at me. So I was already fucking over it. I was like, Noah, I'm about to fucking walk out right now. Like I honestly, this is probably going to be my last fucking day. And everyone was like, is it really? Is it really? And I was like, yes, I'm fucking over this shit. I've been trying to leave. But by then, I had already had my interview at my current job. And I was going to put in 2 weeks. So everyone like heard me saying that I was going to quit. And the new manager was like, just give me your notice before you leave. So my smart ass, I got a piece. I have a sticker or I have a picture. Let me find it. I fucking, where is it? I wonder if it's in the group chat.
You wrote a letter though, right?
Yeah, I fucking hold on. I gotta read it.
I think I remember though. You took a picture of it on Snapchat of what you wrote.
It was at the beginning. Oh, where is this bitch? Security number. Okay.
Oh, that's fun. You really want to give
There's
that
a lot
up?
of pictures of my ex.
Oh my god.
The last schedule I have from Bob Evans. Fuck. Maybe it's on Snapchat. I don't want to fucking see those anymore. I know what it says, but I need to read it. How the fuck do I end up in May 2020?
Damn.
May. Damn it, I don't have. Okay, whatever. I don't have a fucking picture. So it
just
says.
sum it up.
It says, sorry to do this. Like, or no, I said, sorry to do this how I'm doing this, but this is my last day. I quit. Signed, Neila with a heart. And I was in the back doing this, and everyone was like, are you fucking, like, serious? And I was like, yeah, I really am. So I clocked out, grabbed my shit, slammed it on the counter, and walked out.
Damn.
And the manager that I already hated, she looked, the one that kept writing me up, she looked at me and just stared. And I said, bye. And I left. And I haven't gone back since. And everyone was like, holy shit, you fucking quit. But I posted it on my Snapchat, and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking over it. I hate it there. Like, I can't do that shit anymore. You're not gonna continue to fuck me over. And okay, so the replacement manager that we had for the temporary manager, to say, Noah went to him and was like, look, Neila's the lowest paying host, and she's been here longer than all of us, and she works the most. And she's literally about to quit, and we don't want that. Give her a raise. And Brandon pulled me into the office, and he was, fuck, whatever. He's like,
Damn, you're gonna have people coming after you, I swear.
I don't give a fuck. Everyone already knows this shit. I already went on rants about this shit. So he pulled me into the office and he was like, so Noah called me and he told me that you're gonna quit. And I was like, yeah, probably. And he was like, is it because you don't, or because you're the least paid? And I was like, yeah, I've been here the longest and I kind of think it's a little unfair, especially when I know that everyone else has gotten a raise. Literally, people came to me and was like, are you getting a raise? Like, did you get the raise to like 11? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, raise? No. So then I was like already mad and I was like already tempted. I had applied to multiple places still. I applied to places from Thanksgiving to May before I got hired at my current job.
Mm-hmm.
So I quit May 3rd. I remember that day exactly. Oh wait, no, I don't think it was the 3rd. Let's see, it's September. I know what day I quit. No, that was a Tuesday. So that means I quit May 8th. And I was jobless for 2 weeks. But I got my final paycheck the week I quit.
Mm-hmm.
But I was still going broke because the paycheck wasn't that much money. So then I get hired at my current job. I liked it a lot. But and I was getting decent hours. I got paid 11 an hour. I still get paid 11. But I was getting 24, or it was between 22 and 26 hours a week.
Okay. Yeah.
Because there was only 4 of us and they were getting a new manager.
Mm-hmm.
So for a month, I had those hours. And then the new manager, she kept hiring people. So then my hours went down from like 20 to about 22 hours, 20 to 22. No big deal. That's only like a little bit less. So then the people I work with lie and tell her that I don't do anything. I just ignore the customers. I was just sitting around, which wasn't true, okay? Anytime a customer came in, I would greet them. And if they beat me to asking them if they need help first, I wouldn't say anything because they're already helping them. Why would I?
Yeah.
I'm not going to steal their fucking client like that or whatever, customer,
Yeah.
whatever. So they said that they asked me to do a bunch of stuff and I just ignored them. That wasn't fucking true. Anytime I asked them to do anything, or they asked me to do anything, I would do it. I did it every single time. So then I could have lied. I could have been like, well, she did this before, or she didn't do this before she left. She didn't do this before she left. She didn't even bother doing this when we closed. But I didn't, because I'm not that kind of person. So my hours get cut down to 16 a week. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get paid bi-weekly. I was working 3 days a week. Or no, I was working 2 days and then 1 long shift to make it 16 hours. So then she cuts my hours even more to 8 a week. I was working 2 days, the weekend. Or no, I was working like a Wednesday and then a Saturday. I'm at 1 fucking day a week now.
It happens.
I worked Monday and I don't work again until next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm like,
yeah,
fuck.
keep going on because like now it sounds like you were in my situation about a couple months ago.
Fucking pissed, okay? So I'm
Yeah.
mad. I'm still mad because why? Here and then you drop me down to here and you don't even believe me.
Mm-hmm.
For what? So I was telling my mom and she was like, well, you can apply for my job. And it's like, I don't know, I think it's 16 an hour or something like that. And it's weekly. But my dad was like, oh yeah, I bought a car before I quit Bob Evans and I owe my dad $2,200. I called my dad on the way home and I was like, I quit Bob Evans. And he was like, what the fuck? You buy a car and you quit your job. What is this? And I was like, I'm sorry. Please understand that I couldn't do it anymore. It was my fucking limit.
Yeah.
So then I'm like mad because all the other girls are getting 20 and up hours a week. Like, I understand that I have a limited schedule, Well, you could also have me start earlier in the morning. I don't go in until 12 or all of the time. I don't go until 12. And then I leave at 4 because I have school at 5:30. And she gives me enough time to be able to go home and relax a little bit before I have to leave again. But she could have me come in at like 10 or 11. They open at 8. She's going to be by herself for 3 hours. So she doesn't do that, but she needs closers. I cannot close unless I switch to daytime at my school, and I'm not going to do that. I don't want to go to daytime. So I can't even do anything, but I don't know why she cut my weekend hours like she did when she even told me that she works me longer on the weekends because it makes up for my hours during the week. And then she cut my weekends down to only 4 hours. Except for 2 weeks ago, I worked from 12. Oh no, I worked from 1 to 8. I closed. That's a 7-hour shift. That's not that bad. But they apparently tell her that I complain about working long hours. Everyone fucking complains about working long hours, but no one's actually gonna not want to work those hours to not get money. Like, what? She keeps hiring people and then cutting other people's hours. But the only people's hours that are getting cut are mine. I work one fucking day for the next 3 weeks. 1 day a week. That's stupid. I hate it there. And I don't know if I want to work at my mom's job or not, but I don't want to work at another restaurant, but I'm kind of tempted to go back just because the fucking money.
Yeah.
I'm broke all the time. And my paycheck is going to be like $40. What am I going to do with that? I can't even fill up my tank with that.
I can't buy weed.
Bro, like this is fucked, Aaron. I hate it here.
Yeah,
Fucking
so
stupid ass job.
you're literally in the situation where I was back in July. Okay, obviously now we know where I'm at right now. So
yeah, but it's
but
like
it sucks though. It sucks because you get put in a routine, and then you're just used to that routine, and you're kind of just accepting the roller coaster of that routine, and then it's like management is now like gonna really like push you down now with not scheduling and all that. But yeah, I seriously was in that situation. But yeah. I mean, even my mom said to go work with her at her job, which I I'm in that same thing.
I mean, it's not a bad job. It's literally 5 minutes from my house.
Oh yeah.
So it's good on gas.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like dispatching and like talking to old men. I am 19 years old. These old men will flirt with me like no other. I already dealt with that at fucking Bob Evans. Okay. I don't need to do that here.
Okay. I understand where you're coming from, but I think that would be, if I was a woman, that would be kind of like my what do they call it? Like I would accept that,
I mean, I did at Bob Evans.
Yeah. If you can put it up, if you can put up with it, yeah. If you because even if you go back to food, it's still gonna happen to you. You're gonna get the person like, "Hey, pretty old lady," I
had one guy at Bob Evans literally not take no for a fucking answer. Okay, so this dude, I was cashing him out. I sat him, and he was flirting with me. Then he was like, "Can I get your number?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Can I please get your number?" And I was like, "No." He goes, "Why not?" And I said, "I have a boyfriend." And he goes, "Okay, I bet you I can treat you better." And I was like, at that point, I was like, "No." And I walked away, and everyone was like, "Why did you just yell no at him?" And I was like, "Because he was asking for my number." So then I tell one of the other hosts to see him. It was on a Saturday or something. I tell the other host to see him. I was like, "Look, you have to see that man. I'm not fucking doing it, okay?" So then, I have to cash him out. I ended up being the one to have to take his money and talk to him even more. because the other host went on break and I was the only one. And so he came up to me again and he was like, "Can I please get your number?" And I was like, "No." I asked how his food and service was, and he was like, "It was good." So then I asked for I asked if he was paying cash or card. He gave me cash. So then I gave him his change back, and I was like, "Do you want your receipt?" And he goes, "No, but I want your number." I said no and walked away again. And I was like, I can't fucking do it. And I told the other host when they came back, I was like, "Look, when I become a server, never seat that man in my fucking section ever, okay? I won't take him. I will refuse to fucking take him."
See, maybe this is why your manager said that you need to step up as a host.
She wasn't even there at that time, though. This was fucking after her. Bro. There was only about 3 regulars, like, with people, or, like, just regular people on that I would not take. He was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
There was this couple that loved one of the other servers. I refused to ever take him because he complained about how I wiped off a fucking table one time.
Oh, God.
Like, bitch, what the I was just wiping off the fucking food. And he was like, "She shouldn't have wiped them off onto the floor. We
Oh,
fucking sweep the floor anyways, you dumb whore. There's already food there." So then I'm like fucking mad. And I'm just like, I really don't give a fuck about how he thinks I need to wipe off the fucking table. That's fucking stupid of you to complain. He complained to my manager about it. And of course, it was the one I didn't like, but they liked her. So she was like, "Neila, you need to wipe off the tables better. You need to sweep the food into the fucking cloth or into your hand." And I was like, "Are you fucking joking? Are you kidding me right now?" But I just walked away. I didn't even say anything. I was just like, "Okay," and walked away. So there's them. I don't like them. Hate them. Still do hate them. What's the last one? Who's the last person that I won't take? I don't fucking remember. But I know there's a couple people that I wouldn't ever take as a server. I would be like, I don't see them in my section. I don't like them. Me and them do not get along. But yeah. How do I only have had 2 jobs and both of them are fucking shitty? They both do me dirty. Like, what the hell? But I can't tell anyone at my job that I'm looking for a new job. That I literally have not told a single person that I work with that I've been searching for a new job. I've just been doing it secretly.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even posted about it because I don't want anyone to see. Other than like 5 people like know. Or my family knows, and like a couple of people that I talk to outside of my house.
Yeah.
But like, that's just so stupid to me. I was like, why am I the only one that's getting fucked over when these other people did stuff wrong and I even told you that?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this older lady that has worked at this place for 16 years, okay? I worked with her my last long shift. It was on a weekend. It was on Saturday. I worked with her, and I went to the bathroom a couple times. Mind you, I've been drinking straight water for 2 months. I drink at least like 4 bottles a day.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go to the bathroom often. So she complains to the manager, and she was like, "Neila's been going to the bathroom a lot and being in there for like 10 minutes. I was in there max like 6 minutes, and I would only go when we weren't busy and I really had to go."
Mm-hmm.
But she was also talking, another girl that I work with, she was telling me about how she was also complaining to her about me and how she thinks I go to the bathroom and vape. Bitch! I don't even bring my shit with me, okay? Why would I? You can go through my bag. I don't have anything in there. I have my wallet, my keys, and a couple gum wrappers. And my AirPods. That's it. That's all I have in my fucking bag. You can go through my shit. And she was like telling her that, and the girl was like, "I really do not care. What she does is her business." But the lady is just bitter, okay? Because she wants to work full-time hours but still be part-time. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
If you work over 30 hours, you're full-time. But she doesn't want to work under 30 hours, but she doesn't want to be full-time.
Mm-hmm.
And she can only open. But the manager's like, I don't need openers, I need closers. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
still gonna excuse me. I'm still fucking monster. I'm still gonna like put her on the schedule, but I really do not need her to open.
Mm-hmm.
Because I open. And I was like, yeah. I mean, it's kind of stupid of her to like expect that, but not want something like something that has to go along with it.
Yeah.
So she's just being bitter because she's apparently talking shit about everyone to each other about shit they do that she doesn't fucking like.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, this lady's like 60, 70 years old. And we think that she should just quit
Yeah.
because she's already showing her mom has Alzheimer's
Mm-hmm.
and she's already showing signs of it. Like she'll forget how to use the computer. She'll like forget where stuff is in the store. So we think that she just should just leave. This lady has a nice sports car. It's not really a sports car, but it could be a sports car. Well, I don't know if it's considered one actually. What's his name has one? I'm not saying names because I don't know who's gonna watch this.
What's the brand of car though?
It's a Hyundai Genesis.
I wouldn't say it's a sports car, but it's a good car for someone to have.
Yeah, it's fast.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I can't close this shit. Please.
But go on with what you were saying.
Is it back to normal?
What?
Is it like
No, now you're cutting out though. It's worse than last time.
is it fine now?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. It'll fix itself in a second.
All right.
But she doesn't have like a retirement plan.
Yeah.
And that's why she's so shitty because she fucked up her retirement plan.
Mm-hmm.
Let me actually close this.
What's the problem going on?
Oh my god.
What?
Is it back?
You're good. Just
There
talk.
it goes. It's like a little pop-up that I keep getting and it
Mm-hmm.
hold on. I'm waiting for my video to load. Okay, there it goes. But yeah, she doesn't have a retirement plan. So she's like shitty towards everyone else. Because if she were to get quit or fired, she wouldn't have anything to fall back on. And that's her own fault. But she takes it out on us to make it feel better for herself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I went to school with one of the girls I work with, and the other one's okay.
Wait, which school though? Your public school or your drama school, fine art school?
Actually, my middle school and my public school.
Okay, so they didn't go to that private school that you went to.
It wasn't a private school.
Okay, just for clarification, okay, don't listen to Neila. Neila went to some fancy school where they didn't learn about anything but how to be drama and theater kids. Okay, that's all they did. But then she had to go take math like next door. You said, right? At like the actual public school.
Okay, let me explain what the fucking school I went to was, okay? Because this bitch. Hold on. So, I'm not gonna say the name of the school because there's multiple art schools that are like that.
Okay.
If you happen to find mine, I don't fucking go there anymore, so good luck finding me, bitch. So, the school I went to was at a public high school, but the physical school I went to and was enrolled in was an art school that you had to audition to get in. I auditioned for two things. I did art and I did technical theater. Or theater tech, whatever. The proper term is theater tech, but I say technical theater. But theater tech is the background, like the musicals and plays and costumes, the makeup, everything is what I did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I never did costumes or makeup, but I did help with carpentry and I was in props. And I had painting experience, obviously, because in props you kind of have to paint sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I know how to work a power saw, two different kinds, a table saw,
Oh.
obviously a fucking like drill and shit, and a stapler, the like ones with that the air compressor ones,
Yeah.
the staple gun. That's what it is. And I know how to work another saw, but I don't remember what it's called. So I know how to do all that. My fucking poster's coming off my wall.
Is it a jigsaw or a sawzall
No, I don't know what it was.
or a compound miter
There
saw?
was like 3 different saws, but I knew how to do all of them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I was mainly in props. So you have to audition to get in, or you get waitlisted, or you get accepted, or you obviously don't get accepted.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get accepted for art, but later on that probably would have benefited me anyways because people came out about how shitty the art teachers were.
Mm-hmm.
So I got waitlisted for technical theater, but at the public school, I got accepted into the veterinarian academy because that's what I originally wanted to do. So but all my friends from middle school were going to the art school. So then I was like, fuck, maybe I don't want to just do this. Let me do. Mm-hmm. I should have never fucking done. So to be in technical theater, I mean, you don't really have to be anything, but you have to take 2 theater classes, or no, is it 3 theater classes, and then obviously the technical theater classes. So freshman year, we had this one, the theater teacher, first fucking period at 7 in the morning. This lady was extra, okay? She rearranged the room like every quarter, so they were always in a different spot. And one time, they were in like a big open, like around the room.
Mm-hmm.
And like one desk, or I don't even think there was one desk in the middle. I think it was just an open room. So we were all just like surrounding each other, like in a. So then, everyone looks a little tense. I want to give everyone a shoulder. And we were all like, oh, fuck no, but she's going to do it anyways. So me and her already didn't get along because I didn't like engaging in that class. I didn't want to do theater. I did not want to do improv. I did not want to talk to her. I did not want to speak out and act in front of the class, but I had to fucking do it. So I did. But she goes around and then fucking everyone, you forgot. I looked at everyone and I was like, you motherfuckers, why would you fucking do that shit, bro? So she comes to me and she's like standing behind me and I'm just fucking do it. Get over it. I fucking hate it here. And she just does it very lightly in like 2 seconds. And then she was like, all right, that was everyone. We're done. Let's go. And I was growing up. I hated it. I literally wanted to kill myself so bad that day. Like, I was so mad that they did me like that. I would have gotten away with it.
Oh my god.
So then, she leaves after that. So sophomore year, there's a whole different teacher. I never had him. Because sophomore year, the technical theater students don't take a theater class. They have 2 technical theater classes. It's first period and fourth period. So I like, it was 7 to 8:15. No, 7 to 7:45.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's before block schedules happen. fourth period was from like 9:30 to 10:30. I don't even remember how long it was, but they were fun. Those were the best classes because we didn't even do anything like half the time. I literally got an A in those classes because most of the time there wasn't anything for us to do.
Yeah. Well,
and then
I don't want to interrupt you, but I know we're getting off topic from the original. We went from school
what
to.
was I talking about?
We were talking about the girl you went.
We were talking about
your coworker you used to go to school with. So.
Yeah.
Speed run.
I went
to
middle school with her, which is also conveniently a fucking art school.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck finding me there, bitches. I left 5 years ago. But yeah, I work with her, and she was one of the girls that snitched on me. But, and I was like, what the fuck? We're cool with each other. Why would you do that? Why would you lie on me and say that I was only doing something, you were also doing it, and weren't doing shit? But I was mad, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just distance myself. The next time I go in, I'm not gonna talk to any of them. I'm just gonna do my job and leave. So that's what I did. So we were changing prices. So the whole time, I just wasn't talking to anyone unless they talked to me, and was just changing prices for 4 fucking hours. That's all I did.
Yeah.
But that school, or not school, I hate it there. I hate it there. Like, actually, I need to leave.
So, in all, Neila just gets put in bad situations where she either has it.
Get fucked over. How do I manage to do it?
She either has teachers that touch her at school, or she gets shitty coworkers.
I also got called naked at school one time.
You got called naked, or you got caught naked?
Called.
Okay. I wanted to make sure.
Because the teacher, my junior year, the theater teacher for the theater history honors, I had to fucking him because that's when the technical or the theater students and the technical theater students like merged back again. So I was wearing, actually I have a picture. I was wearing an orange shirt. February.
If you're gonna show a picture, just make sure you quit. Okay.
I was wearing that shirt. And obviously it's a tank top, but I also had a jacket on. Mind you, the class before his, I was at lunch. I had B lunch. So it was the, let's see, A lunch was at the beginning of 6th period. Into the, like, middle of it, technically.
Yeah.
And then B lunch was the final part of it. It's like 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
So both lunches had the full 6th period class, but it was like split in half for the lunches. I had B lunch. I was sitting in 95-degree weather.
Yeah.
So I took off the jacket and was just wearing that. And I was going to put it back on when I cooled down because it's fucking freezing in the school building. I walked in and the teacher was like, "You're naked, put on a jacket." And I was like, I looked at him and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why are you, as a like 50-year-old man, looking at me as a 16-year-old teenager and telling me that I am naked when I'm very clearly wearing a shirt that shows just my stomach? Like, not even a lot. It was literally this little portion of my stomach. And
yeah, that's see on Twitch you'd be banned already, you know.
I fucking know. I'd be screwed.
if you went to my school,
I remember that so vividly.
If you went to my high school looking like that, they kick you out.
Normally they don't care. Okay.
Yeah.
Mind you, hold on. These are the ripped jeans. Okay, after the pandemic happened, my senior year, they did not give a shit about anything. Like, dress code did not matter. Let me see if I have a picture of the pants I would wear every day. Okay, so I wore this shirt. It's a tank top. I wore a jacket with anyways because I was like insecure about it.
All right. So, sorry, I had to interrupt Neila for a phone call. I think what we were talking about was what you were wearing at school, and you got called naked,
Okay.
and then you were gonna show us the ripped
Yeah.
jeans.
So, well, let me zoom in. I don't look like this anymore. Obviously. Those were the jeans I was wearing.
Okay.
Had rips up and down the back also. But no one ever said anything. I mean, I think it's because I wore a long enough jacket all the time that it covered the one that was like right under my butt.
Okay.
But it never showed anything. It was just the back of my leg. But I took off my jacket one time. And this kid in my class, in the technical theater and theater shared class my senior year, which was block schedule, by the way. And I had... Did I have it first period? Yeah, I had it first period. And oh, no, I didn't. I had it, fourth... No, fourth and sixth period. No. What the fuck? What days did I have it? Fifth and seventh period. That's what it is. So they were block schedules. So we were in that class for 4 hours, doing nothing. But one day we were like, I think we were playing Just Dance, because there was literally nothing for us to do. So we were just like pull up the Just Dance dances and dance to them, like we were playing the actual game. I think I was gonna bring my Xbox, but the final week I wasn't even in there because I almost didn't graduate. So he talks to the teacher and he's like, Mr. Whatever your name is. I'm not going to say his actual name because he's not that hard to find. He was like, Mr. Whatever your name is, Neila's ass is hanging out. And I was like, no, it's not. It's literally the back of my leg. And he was like, how does she get away with wearing those? Her ass is fucking out. And I was like, oh my god.
Is this guy...
It literally is.
Does this kid have shit with you or what?
No, he was just fucking messing around. He was being a bitch.
Okay.
So me and him were cool. I miss him. He was so funny. But, yeah. So, but no one said anything. But if I were to be there like the following year, I would have gotten dress coded multiple times.
Yeah.
I got dress coded one day wearing like straight black jeans, no rips, except one on both knees. And I walked in, I didn't get dress coded all day until I walked into my math class and the teacher saw and she was like, I don't mean to do this, but I have to do this. And then handed me a fucking slip that said, like, dress coded, go to discipline. And it was like, it was weird. That school was weird.
Yeah. You went all day with nothing said, and then literally like you're...
And it was literally like the second to last period that I had this math class.
Yeah.
So it was literally all day. I had 2 hours left of school. That she was like, damn, I guess I gotta be the one to do it.
Yeah.
Lady, I walked past fucking the principal and the goddamn assistant.
Yeah.
Neither one of them said shit. They were bitches, though. Fuck them, principal. And mine, actually. And my guidance counselor. Fuck that bitch. That's another
My
fucking
guidance
thing.
counselor did not give me guidance.
He really fucking didn't. So I don't know.
Look where I
if you
am
remember.
now. Look where I am.
Fuck! I'm living in a shed in my parents' backyard.
Wow. Well,
Oh my god.
yeah. Okay.
But I fucking love it here, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad thing.
Well, shit. Well, we're at an hour. We're almost at an hour 40 right now.
Okay.
And I know you're probably gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go here soon. So we'll probably call it an episode.
I'll go on a rant about my guidance counselor the next Thursday.
Well, just write it down. We'll know. So next episode we can expect
Do I
it.
have a...
Well, basically,
I'll find the book and I'll write our fucking
just to
shit down.
sum it up, we both have shitty jobs and shitty coworkers. Neila gets touched at school and doesn't get guidance, and she lives in a shed. So,
behind my parents' house, don't forget that.
yeah, behind your parents' house too.
I basically got kicked out of the house.
Yeah. What?
Except I kind of wanted
Do you want to
to,
tell
but it's okay.
everyone that I call your room?
Okay.
Real quick, just say the name of your room that
This
I named
bitch-
it.
He calls it my fuck shack.
Because it is.
No, it's not. I literally haven't done anything in it.
All right, all right. Masturbation,
done
masturbation
anything in
counts
it.
though. Okay.
I didn't fucking don't do that.
All right. Well, let's call it. Neila, do you care to share your socials at all? Or no?
What? Oh, share my socials?
Yeah. Where can people find you if you want to share it?
Oh, fuck, hold on.
I
My
can't remember.
TikTok is epicminer42069. And my Instagram, not my spam. My Instagram is Neila Leone with 2 E's.
All right. Well, I'll put
Go follow me.
I'll put a tag, even though they can't see it. I'll put a tag underneath. All right.
I can't fucking read that shit.
You guys can find me at the Joker as well on YouTube. I have links
I'm
on
also on YouTube.
my page that you can go to everyone's channel and Discord. Please join the Discord and like and subscribe this video. We're trying to get more followers and likes onto the Aurora's YouTube page rather than our individual channels.
I hope our series blows up the most.
it would be much appreciated. But yeah, so everyone have a great day. Bye.